going on, people? Long day. I guess it must be. Will I am in the building with Will. T Rock, what's going on, sir? How you doing?
Doing all right, fellas. Just same thing. Get to like I said, get to hang out with y'all, have some libations. It's always a good
Ooh,
day.
always a good day. What's going on, the Don?
Ain't too much, you know what I'm saying? Trying to chill right now. Hey, just got back from a game, so yeah, we good. We good.
All right.
Understand that. Woo wee, I tell you, man, it's been a long one, I guess, man. This stuff this whew, flew over the head. Flew. Because I was like, yeah, we'll get to that and we'll do what we have to do. Something different, I guess. Anyway, I hope you guys really had an opportunity to uh, watch Bird's Eye View on Friday and also Bourbon with a Splash of Sports. Um, those two shows was on Friday, and you know, let me ask you guys. A little bit of time to talk about bourbon with sports, man. What's your take on it, and what you try to give the people? Don, I'll let you go first.
I mean, we giving the people just a little taste of what they might not have had yet. We give them a little sample. It's like a little preview, a little taste test from our vantage point of what bourbon we drinking, and then we're gonna touch on some topics that we usually don't touch on during any regular shows. And, it's debatable. Everything's debatable. Your opinion, my opinion, y'all's opinion. So hey, it's all good.
All good, all good. T Rock, what you thinking?
I think that it is a far cry from what we do. You know what I'm saying on this show and basically the other shows. It's actually deeper. You know what I'm saying deeper than sports, and the bourbon just makes it fun. You know what I mean? I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get the palate together. You know what I'm saying? We're educating. You know what I'm saying? People are obviously looking out. You know what I'm saying? So that's always a good thing too. But you know what I'm saying? Moreover, man, I just feel like, we like to entertain, but I think at the same time we also get to, you know what I'm saying, dig deeper into some things that we get to talk about.
Right. Yeah, to me, this brings back how when I first started being all together and, what I'm saying, breaking bread and talking sports. And it's just fun that way. It is what it is. We also got a new talent, Ron G, that's a part of that. So you never know if it's what angle he's going to take, if it's going left or right field or whatever. Definitely don't know where I'm gonna go at it. So it's just built for that. And then the tasting of the different bourbons that's also bring to a different level because we bring in different bourbons your way. Maybe you'll taste it and agree with what we think, and you thinking you guys are far off. It is what it is. We actually had Russ Smith's brand this past Friday, so it was good. So definitely got to check that show out, guys. Big time with that. That show is now also on the different airways, as you may say. We're talking about Spotify, Apple Music, iHeart, all that good stuff. Uh, Also, don't forget where to find us at Period 54 Sports Network, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, X, TikTok. You don't stop. Go ahead, get the stars, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all that good stuff. Mile wide. That's off to them. I hope you guys are going to the Yum Center and going ahead and representing and making sure they get get that drink on and get them. Hey, great beer. You can see T Rock is rocking a Mile Wide hoodie right now. 502 Corvette Club, Vinyl Empire. Thank you guys for all of the sponsorships and things like that. Looking for some new sponsors, some more sponsors, so say. So let's go ahead and holla back, holla back. That's what we're talking about. So we can go ahead and get things cracking with that. Man, all right. Now this is funny. This is fun. This is really some funny stuff that's happening. That's get ready happening. Let's go. Right. Let's go. And let me go and take it one off real quick. So this is gonna be off the dome. Don, this is so off the dome. I'm gonna need you to have. I'm gonna say the score. The teams that play, and you do the score. You know what I'm saying? And if you got anything on it, go ahead. This is open up comment season, and we'll explain a little later on why the difference in things is today, because it's been a great, glorious day, a blessing. So, all right, let me see. First up was and T Rock. You can get on too on the scoreboard if that's what you get yourself. So we call the game.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be no graphics on this because we also gonna preview a little preview of the games um, tomorrow, and I think something happened today. Like the Don said, he went to some. So going off the bat, Denver Christian at Boyle County. I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. So one of y'all do the
Danville
girls, one
Christian
do the
Boy.
boys. Huh?
Danville Christian Boy.
Yeah. Go
Danville
ahead.
Christian Boy Campbell. Danville Christian 38, Boyle County 34 for the 45th District Championship.
Mm. The Grace. I wonder. Grace might have went off. That's still a low scoring game though. Low scoring game.
Yeah.
It
Big
really
Very
low.
low
is.
scoring.
Real big low
Danville
scoring game.
Christian, yeah, it really is. No stats put up for Danville Christian.
Oh no, never do, never do. But the
Mm.
crazy thing is that hey, Boyd County get to move on. Everybody gets to move on. If you played on pretty much Friday, you most likely you got to move on and all this kind of stuff. Next up, it was Greene County versus Harrison County.
Greene County, Harrison. Greene County and Hart County?
Art County. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, Greene County, Hart County. Greene County, mm, mm, mm. BTA.
I knew that.
65 to 34, Greene County, 65 to 34 for the 18th District Championship.
Hey man, Hart County must either got hot because I think going into that game they was like only 5 to 6 wins or something like that. So it was really bad. So must yeah. And Hart County we know had Miss Basketball a couple of years. She's at Murray. So Miss Ford, and I think her little sister plays on this team. So hey, gotta get it together, big time. Hopkins County Central versus Medicine North Hopkins.
I got 50 to 44 North Lord have mercy. Hopkins Central. Hopkins County Central has won the seventh district. They are the seventh district champs. Lord have
All
mercy.
right. He said, Lord have mercy. I get it. I get it. I
Lord
understand.
it be.
Let's see. All right. Next up, Medicine Central versus Berea. Medicine Central won 64-12.
Whew.
They
That's
won
how they
by a
made that
mile
choice.
wide. Mile wide.
Damn.
About a mile wide. Yeah, I think I'd be fighting if I was on that one. It is what it is. Next up, PRP at Valley.
Woo! Oh, yeah. Valley 61, PRP 52. Leah Stinson with 20 points. Celine Whelan with 15 points, 5 rebounds. Miss Dixie Johnson, 11 points, 9 rebounds. Valley shot 40% from the field, 29% from the 3-point range. Out and they got out. The funny thing is Valley got out rebounded 37 to 28 and still pulled it off for the win.
You act like you family. You better call her Dixieline. Quit playing.
That's what they
Quit
say.
playing.
They got
Quit
it. They
playing.
got in the Raptors, as in Dixie Johnson
Man,
is
we
in the
gonna call man on that birth certificate Dixieline. So we gonna rock with that. Oldham County at South Oldham.
South Oldham winner 61-35.
Mm,
Madison Young had 16 points, and Brent Brickley had 23 and 4 boards.
mm. Well,
Yeah,
did the thing. Did a thing.
did
All
their
right.
thing. Did their thing.
All right, boys. North Oldham at South Oldham. North Odom won 61-53, and I am going to stop picking against South Odom. I mean, against North Odom against South Odom. They beat them twice when we talked about them on the show. They took
Mm-hmm.
care of business big time. Let me see who actually did a little bit of work. Who did a little work? Austin Shears and Brooks. Brooks had 18. Austin had 16. They had four players in double figures. Took care of business. Uh, Sorry, North Oldham. I mean, we basketball. We 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 should have had and roll with you guys like we did with the football. Apologies. Please accept our apologies. Big time. Russell County at Clifton County.
Russell County at Clifton County. You got. Uh oh. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. So, Clifton County. Did I miss? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Russell
okay.
County.
It's full of
Right.
that. It's full of that. Clifton
Tonight.
County's Clifton County 79, Russell County 57.
Oh, I had it right. Right. William Betty, 22 points, 2 rebounds. Jackson Mason, 19 points, 9 rebounds. You got Cannon Young, 18 points, 11 rebounds. You had Clinton County shoot. They shot 57% from the field.
Mm,
I mean, from the hey, the 3 point range wasn't their thing this week. I mean, well, last week in that game because they shot 25%. They was 3 for 12, but they did shoot 71% from the free throw line to make
Okay,
up for
okay,
it.
I can respect that. I can respect that. Normally we're into the 60s and 50s, so I can
Right.
respect that. Christian County at Hoptown, Hopkinsville.
Looks like Christian County beat Hopkinsville 57-53.
Ooh,
Very close game to become the 8th district champs.
okay, okay, cool,
No
cool, cool.
stats.
Got you, got you. Even if it's stats, I'm not saying them. Moore 89, North Bullet 74. 23rd district champion for Moore. Coach Pat and them doing what they do, take care of business. Love that for him and his crew. We actually got to watch them last year take care of business, so very impressed with that one. Let me see if I can. Since Coach Pat, even though he have not came up off no more gear, uh, let me see. Let's see who did that thing. Bruce Sweeney, 23 points. Goodness gracious. And let's see. He had 23 points. Let me see.
He's
He
on those
had
boards up
15
there.
boards. Took
Yeah.
care of business. That's why he's on the player of the week. So make sure y'all vote for the kiddos. Ellis Leslie, 20 points. Congratulations, more for rocking and rolling. South Laurel and versus Corbin.
Mm. Yeah, the thing about it, South Florida pulled it out at the end to win 65-64
Mm,
to win the 50th district championship in overtime.
okay, okay. Taking care of business.
Right.
Taking care of business. Ain't nothing like that,
Every
man.
day.
That's good stuff. Lyon County versus Livingston Central.
The
Lyon
Miami
County
Lions.
won 92-58, became the 5th district
Ooh.
champions. Mr. Kirk Bray had 33.
Mm.
That's crazy. Cooper Collins had 20. Carson Collins, which I'm assuming is his brother, had 12. And Nolan Kaufman had 11 points. 33. Good grief.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
That's taking care of business. All right, guys. So full disclosure of thing. I got so excited because I wanted to talk about some games today. So that's why you don't see any kind of graphics on that. Got too excited for that one. We're talking about off the bat. Let's see. There's some games that's today that have not been reported, and some has been. So, no one have a Pacific one. So we're just gonna talk about Central versus Assumption. Do, 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 do.
Uh-oh. Hold up. I thought I seen that.
You seen that one on the thing? I don't see it on the board, but it could have been on their own stuff. But we'll keep it moving. This game, this right here excites me just because uh, Miss Ashley James and Central's got some talent. So we'll see who's going to be going and moving on from this one. I don't think this one has been reported,
I
but
got you.
you got it. What is
Well,
it? Who won?
yeah, I got you. Assumption won by a mile wide.
Woo! What was the score?
Assumption 60,
Mm-hmm.
Central 33.
Yeah, yeah,
Woo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me get you on out
See,
of there.
Good one.
Let me get you out of there. Cal versus Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart. Now I seen this 79. Cal 26.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. I think that loss kind of woke him up this little bit. So, let's go ahead and just smash mouth for everybody. But Sacred Heart's doing what Sacred Heart does. Congratulations, Sacred Heart, for that one. Mel versus Ballard. Have you seen anything on that, Don? Because I haven't seen anything. This is just leading the to the Lions, Den, ain't it? I think the winner goes play Sacred Heart, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah,
No, didn't see that reported on that.
okay, yeah.
Yep.
So gonna get you that victory, get you that dub. Gone
Good
Bulldogs
now.
versus Bruins, yeah, because that next one's gonna be tough. Whoever gets that,
Mhm.
yeah, more, more at Valley. Was
More
you
at
at that game
Valley.
too? Was you at that
I
game?
was there. I was
Good.
there front and center. You see me sporting the Valley tee right there. All on the hat was back on. The Valley
Last
side
time,
was rolling.
last time you did that, you know what
Hey.
happened, right?
Anyway, the Valley side was
You
rolling.
know what happened.
And hey, Valley put it out. It was a good, I must say, it was a good game. Valley went out early. They took the lead. They never was under. But at the same time, Moore tried to come back in the third quarter. Valley pushed and started pushing away, but then Moore wasn't letting them push it too far in the fourth quarter. But Valley ended it up with the win, 55-46.
So all that money at the Valley, when they collecting, they giving that free shirts to Valley. Is that what they
I
doing?
wouldn't say I wouldn't say all that. They was letting the students. They was getting some of the students in that getting as much attendance there as possible. They was promoting the game. It was a whiteout. They was trying to get as many students in there as possible with them not having to pay. So hey, come on in. Trying to next game's Wednesday for them, and hey, get them going.
CT
Those
Rock.
girls.
That's why all them games is at Valley, so Valley can go ahead and buy their people stuff. That's what's going on, man. That's the deal. That's all
Just
right
wrong.
though.
Just wrong.
That's okay. That's all right.
Great
Continue to
crowd.
win.
Great atmosphere for the Vikings
I'm
tonight.
sure. I'm sure. Yeah. 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 Good win, Valley.
Good win.
PRP versus Mercy Academy. Ew. I see nothing on this one, but is it? Let me ask you this: I'm thinking the winner of this one get to play Valley again, right?
I do
PRP.
believe so.
Yeah,
I do
on
believe
Mercy.
so.
Yeah,
It might be that.
yeah. So that Coach Black, I'm very interested to see what he's gonna do. Like I said, the record
Well,
is not how he wants it. We know that, but it is what it is. And Mercy, I don't know. They can do some stuff.
now see, Valley plays Whitefield. Is it Whitefield or Whitfield? Which one is it?
I'm not telling you that right
Whitfield.
now.
Whitfield, because y'all told me before when I said it the last time when I said Whitefield. The Academy, that's who Valley plays come Wednesday. That's who they play Wednesday.
So Whitfield beat Butler because
Hmm.
that's who's
I
playing
don't
tonight.
know.
Yeah,
Evidently,
that's who's
that's what
playing
happened, I
tonight.
guess.
Yeah, their game was actually at 6:30. Whitfield Academy versus
Okay.
Butler. So if they already promoting it,
Yeah,
then
so
Whitfield
Butler.
must have
yep.
did that. So should be interesting. That's kind of didn't see that coming. Boys, after that versus Ballard, this all games tomorrow. Uh, I don't know, man. Since the Ballard reached their peak at LIT, because you really ain't heard too much from them since. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying?
really
Really
They
haven't.
don't
heard
They
took
need a
it.
some
shot clock.
any more than
They need
that.
a shot
they
clock.
they ain't getting it. They ain't getting it this year. They ain't getting it this
Nah,
year.
that's the last time we heard from him playing well.
Yeah, yeah, a little faster pace, I guess.
Yeah.
Central at St. X. We all know what this is gonna look like. Just do what you got to do. Just
Yep.
man up, take it for the team. Further, further at J-Town. This is versus J-Town.
That
This
should be
is going to be a real good one.
interesting game.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Philander versus Mr. McDaniels. Yeah,
Yeah, they're gonna be
yeah,
good.
it's going to be a good one right there. Fern Creek versus Butler. We just saw this a couple of weeks ago. I think Butler won like about 6 or 7 points or something like that. Butler is a underappreciated team. Their record is phenomenal. They take care of business, man. So hey, we'll see. But I know they just played like a couple of weeks ago. If that, so should be a good one.
Yeah.
North Buller versus PRP. PRP is another one, man, that you really don't hear about a lot. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? They don't have a lot of star power like they have had in the past. But Coach McKinley is doing what he does, man. He's a winner. He's gonna take care of business. Uh, let's see. Let's see what the Ridge do. Ridge versus everyone. Western
Everyone.
versus Moore. Coach Pat,
Mm.
let's see. Let's see what you got. Let's get it. Let's go. More Mustangs. Very important game. Let's continue to grow as a program. Last but not least, just saw this last week. Mel
Yep.
Here we
versus
go.
Manual. it's like it saw this last.
Rewind.
Rewind. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Lost by 10 at home, and I think I saw that this is gonna be played at Mail too. So
It's
I
gonna be the
mean,
mail.
yeah. So I'm like, what is going on? So this one should be a good one, just because it's Mel Manual. Manual's another man. It's a lot of solid teams on the boys' side, man. That's playing for something, and it's gonna. I think it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be tougher for the favorite, but battle test is what it's all about. So this should be a good one. Cole, Malachi, Decker, Gasaway, Jordan. Yeah, it's all good. Let's rock and roll. All right. Sorry for the mixed up, guys. It is what it is. Y'all know what the deal is. So let's go on and get into some wrestling. What's some wrestling news, my guys? My guy.
Well, some
Ooh.
big stuff happened Saturday, but this we got 2.5 minutes to talk about. We're gonna talk about the elephant in the room.
Oh,
John Cena turned heel.
oh
That is the
wow.
biggest elephant in the
Yes.
room right now.
Wow.
Yeah, The Rock apparently bought his soul. He sold out to The Rock, and he basically beat up uh, Cody Rhodes, and pretty bad. And now he is on a total like heel run right now for his last and final run in the WWE.
Wow.
I find it very fascinating and
Well,
interesting. I mean, they had to make somebody the heel.
Yeah.
And I thought it was going to be Cody because if he's been doing some heelish things lately. You know what I'm
Heelish
saying? Nobody,
things.
nobody saw 20 years of, you know what I'm saying, loyalty, hustle, and respect. And now it's just like, all right, last year I'm just going to go out, just, be this guy, the other guy. To the
loyalty,
point where even
disrespect.
he was like, he had the microphone after the thing at the post press. He pulls the microphone up and just drops it and walks off. He didn't even say nothing. I was like, yeah, see, this is going to be a very interesting run for him. Yeah, it's
Yes,
going to be
it
very
is.
interesting. Oh, yeah, and Jay Cargill came back and whooped up on Naomi.
Oh.
So, yeah,
I bet that
Yeah,
was a
loved it.
very.
yeah.
Loved it.
I know. I bet you did. I love it too.
Loved it.
Where's it at?
Loved it.
Send me
Immolate
the video.
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-mm-mm.
chamber elimination chamber is probably one of the best PLEs I've seen in WWE in a while. I must say. I mean, entertainment. and the suspense of the John Cena betrayal, one of the biggest heel turns ever in the history of WWE. That's where it goes down in history as one of the
Yes.
biggest ever. And Triple H said nobody knew at all. The circle was very small. So when that popped off, it was all alls. Like nobody knew that was going to happen. And that was just the best thing about it. No dirt sheets, nothing else, no leaks or anything else that got out like that. But the last time I seen John Cena put that face on looking like that was like in Fast and Furious and something playing the bad guy. And that was great. I love it. Love every second of it.
Yep.
Great.
I can tell. But I'm gonna need one of you guys to send me that video of Miss Cargill, please.
We got you.
Oh.
I ain't gonna lie to
So
you. I
definitely.
watched it. I watched it 3 times.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Let's see. What's going on, Shannon? Good evening. Good evening. D. Good evening, fellas. Miss Alexander, how you doing? Tomorrow at Manual. It's
All
at Man
right.
3. She said tomorrow at Manual. Guess
Oh,
she's
Edman.
talking about,
Okay.
yeah. I don't know what we see. Because I know I saw it on Twitter too, and I thought it said at Mail. But
Okay.
thank you. Thank you, Coach. We going to call her Miss Coach. Coach's mom. Big time. All right, let's have some fun. You guys was at a game that happened this weekend. I hope you guys can remember. Let's see, because I know it was exciting. Pitt 68,
Yes.
DeVille 79. Let's get into that real quick, real quick. Let's get it. First of all, this was probably the most dominant guard play that I've seen at Louisville and I mean guards play. We're talking about not even just Chucky. We're talking about Edwards. And if you don't know what I'm talking about,
Mm-hmm.
then shame on you because Chucky 37 points, 9 for 11 field goals, 6 for 6 3-pointers, 13 for 17. Come on, hit. Look, get on Chucky. Come on, Chucky. We need you to get that 40 piece. But anyway, 13 for 17 free throws, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals. Mr. Fat Edwards, 23 points, 8 for 13 field goals, 2 for 5 on 3-pointers, 5 for 6 free throws, 7 rebounds, only 1 assist, 3 turnovers. Domination. Domination. Uh, T Rock, what's your thoughts on the game, man? And we'll go offense, defense like we always do, and other stuff. So what should this give me the rundown?
Well, like I said, it was just fantastic. The guards just balled because everybody else, what I'm saying, barely didn't even get out of single digits. I don't think.
Nope.
What I'm saying, as far as putting points on the board. So we needed everything that we got from both of those guys. So that worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't remember this, but the first time we played Pitt, I think the largest lead they had in the whole game was 6 points.
Mm-hmm. Back and
Never
forth.
got past 6 points the whole game. Yeah. And so this didn't surprise me as far as them keeping it close and staying close to us and stuff like that. Wasn't surprising at all. But it was just about that time. It's like you could. It's weird in a sense to where when the team is getting ready to take off,
Mm-hmm.
um, because of who and how many shots they've hit. Right? It's just like if Rain hits a three, it's like okay, here we go.
Right.
it,
Right.
it's get ready. We get ready to do some things. You know what I'm saying? And to give Pitt credit, they did well to calm things down. What's it, Leggett and what's the other Low? They
Low.
balled.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Low's
they
nice.
balled, but
They did.
yeah, but they couldn't do. But they just couldn't do enough. You know what I'm saying? Just mainly due to the guard play. And like I said, I think what Chuck even had what three fouls and managed or something to that effect and managed to still
Yeah, in the
stay in the
third
game.
quarter. I
I
mean,
mean,
Hmm.
in the
they,
second half. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 3.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So good on them, man. Way to do it again. Maturity. That's all I can say. This is a mature team, and Everybody did what they had to do. I wish, obviously, some of the front court players could do a little more. But I'm saying, we take our wins like we take. I'm saying, take the win. So
The Don.
I mean, it's so impressive at times. Like you said, when they started the game, and then that Chucky help. I mean, that Chucky barrage he put on. I mean, it was ridiculous. They had the crowd going crazy. I mean, it
Crazy.
was back to back to back to back to. I mean, it was like, and then the last one he hit, and when he was just like, it was a Stephen Curry, just
Yeah.
falling and like, ugh, and it, yeah, it was one of a kind. It was one for the memories. And one thing about us, we get at that point where we get like a stall where like it ain't really moving. Nobody's kind of hitting at one point. But the thing about it, you can't count our defense out. We
No,
will
you can't.
hustle. We will keep hustling and keep hustling. I know we're going to get on that later, but at the same time, I mean, it's just like, we led most of it. Well, they came back at one point, but you still didn't worry. I mean, it's like this team has what it takes and the maturity to overcome. God, each and every moment.
Yeah. 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 Think about it with the 3 pointers. Louisville needed every bit of them, every one of them.
Yeah.
They needed that. Every one of them because Pitt would go back and do what they had to do, score. They wasn't getting threes, but they was getting twos. And he
yeah.
hit them in a short period of times, man. Like you said, people were saying he checked, but then he hit a couple of more after that. Dude was spectacular. And this game right here, I mean, this is the second game in a row that our bench really hasn't done nothing. We only had 3 points off the bench.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Luckily, they didn't have a heat check on their bench. You know what I'm saying? They only gave 8 off their bench. They had four people in double figures, but 68 points. For them, 79 for us. Big time. Yeah, I mean, this that plays. I mean, his play in that stretch was just it fitted everything for that night. It just worked, and like I said, not too many times you could get
hmm
somebody to hit 6 3 pointers and you still in the game. So to let you know, like T Rock said, that
hmm
that was very much needed with that one. Louisville offense. What have you seen, man? Because basically, we know we said about the flu. I know on the bird's eye view we talk about the legs and things like that. You done had really 3 games that have been some kind of sloppy play with it. Luckily this team is blessed to have about 4 players who can go off. Four and a half.
hmm
Let's say spades. 4.5 because Bubakar has went off before off the bench. So we give him a possible on that one. But very fortunate.
Impossible.
Very fortunate because if we just had like in the past where you only had a couple of dudes that can get you 20 points and stuff, we'd be up shit creek. But Louisville offense, man. T Rock, what are you seeing in the offense? Or what do you no, what did you think about the offense Saturday? And then you can correlate it with anything else you need to do with.
I thought the offense was. I mean, if it wasn't for the guards, the offense was stale. If I'm being completely honest, it was like Hadley. What I'm saying, maybe the last dunk may got him, what, 6 points or something. I don't know.
Four, four
You know what I'm
points.
saying? Yeah, it was 4 points. I mean, it was just like it wasn't the offense that, I guess, for one, we're used to seeing, and the two, the offense they need to have right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? As spectacular as Edwards and Hepburn were, what I mean, none of that's going to matter when you play, what I'm saying, somebody not Pitt. What I'm saying, somebody
Right.
better than Pitt. So the front court is going to have to do something. James Scott seems off. Now, granted, I know his face hurt. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And I don't know what he may not even be on that. I don't know, but those lobs that he used to catch don't seem to be catching like that anymore. Now, granted, some of those are really
I was
bad
gonna say,
passes.
Terrence
Yeah,
Edwards
they was
is
off.
not a good
Yeah,
lob
yeah,
passer
yeah.
whatsoever.
Some
I
of
will
those are
say
just
that.
terrible passes.
I would say that.
But ones that usually catches, he doesn't seem to be grabbed cleanly right now. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that's just the way just the completely the way the defense is playing them, I think they missed a lot of slips on the cuts, you know, on back doors and stuff.
Right.
From what I've seen, but I think if they get all that together, front court does some things. I think, I'm saying this wouldn't even been this close if I'm being honest. But I just felt I felt that other than those two, the offense was stale.
All right. Don, what you thinking?
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that, T Rock, because it was so many times it was kind of frustrating where you were seeing them shoot some shots and shots that are unnecessary they shouldn't have been shooting. And like you said, whereas James Scott, I know at least missed 2 to 3 lobs at that. And Hadley didn't have his usual game, as in, that back down. I mean, you give it to him with that back down hook, layup, post, and everything else, but he wasn't on. He wasn't on. Then you had Rain. He still is trying to get back in his groove, I guess. He hit a couple. They hit
Two for
a
five.
couple good ones and some good times. Yeah,
Two for
and he
five.
get those in some good times though. Like, because you can see though when Rain shoots it, you can see when that bad boy's going in, no doubt, when it goes off his fingers. But yeah, but they gonna have to get back together, get their offense back rolling like it was, like at first half. But that first what 6 8 minutes when they was running that score up, you thought this was about to be a smash mouth blowout game. Yeah,
Like Virginia
but that
Tech.
was but that was all about um it was all about Chucky running it though. But at the
Well,
same time, we're gonna
you,
get everybody else into it.
well, let's it kind of goes off what T Rock said about Pitt being a team that's going to be pesty against Louisville. Plus, they faced us before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is a mirror game. So there's no way in hell they was going to let Rain get 5 3 pointers like he did last game.
Mm-mm.
So he hit two for five, 40%. Okay, you take that and move. But the problem is, and I thought this would be a problem. They have enough athletes and long athletes that was going to
Oh my
give
gosh.
Hadley
Yeah.
some problems because you got to think them look the Guerrero dude 7 foot 6'10",
Uh,
Austin guy who is Hadley's height who can jump out the gym. So you have some dudes in there that hey you're not gonna be able to do that back down stuff. And so when he
yeah.
started missing those threes, that was a wrap. So now I got to manufacture how I need to do, and hopefully Chucky or somebody sees me on the cut or whatever. Scott had a good game last game as far as double double type stuff or whatever. This game, he kind of morphed in, he just fed into bully ball type stuff. So you're gonna have to
Mm-hmm.
do better. Like if you can't do what you gotta do down there, then you're gonna have to be the assist man. I mean, he had a couple of nice assists. You just got to do whatever you can do and then crash the boards. You can jump out the gym, the highest jumper on the court. Do something. Have to do something without a doubt. And then the bench, man. I mean, let's be real. Waterman hit that 1 3. That was it. I'm gonna need Mr. Roofs to get in, do something when you're in the game. I do like the 5 rebounds. Active. I get it. But dude, you can be so much better on the offensive end.
Yeah.
You can handle the ball well enough. You're long enough. Your jumper's nice. You got some stuff that you can do. There's no way you should be playing 14 minutes and have 0 points. There's no way.
Zero.
There's no way. And then, like I said, Waterman, man, I mean, 12 minutes versus a Bubakari, 3 minutes. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. You know, hell, you would think a Bubakari would play better in this type of game anyway, because pretty much they all his size. You
Too
know,
handsy.
yeah, he is. He doesn't know how to not foul,
Right.
and that is an
He's
issue.
very handsy.
That is an issue. So yeah, you just little things like that, defensive wise, and I'll start this a little bit. Um,
Mm.
just a lot of I don't know, and I think everybody needs to take a deep breath get back on that page that I got your back, you got my back, all the stuff. Even though it didn't look as well tuned as it has 3 games ago, but they still only gave up 68 points. It's just those one blow bys that you see, and like, what are you doing, man? Stop the ball. What,
Yeah,
come on.
right.
If you got Chucky out there doing his thing or trying to, because he's a free safety out there because he's cheating all the time off his man.
Right.
If he ain't got the ball, he's cheating. But then you got Terrence, he's up there. Everybody else has to do their role, man. It's a accordion. You got to go ahead and get in there and do what you got to do, and I think that's missing on some. But also, it's a long season. 23 and
Yeah.
6, 16 and 2. It is a little doubt like, man, once they come in here, we're going to blow them out. We're going to do whatever. Well, this is ACC. This ain't at the Colonial or whatever, wherever you came from. This is, granted it may be down, but there's some athletes on these other teams, and they got some coaches that can scout, and they gonna take what you did that first game, take it away. They try to take Chucky's offensive drive away, so Chucky was able to go ahead and torch him with that, did his thing. But that defense, we're gonna need. This is where Louisville is going to advance in the tournament. Is defense. Make it grimy because all of a sudden, like Don said, like T Rock said, all you need is a rain hit a couple of threes, then you off and running. But the defense
Hmm.
got to be there. The defense and rebounding has to be there. Don, what's your thoughts on the defense?
The defense, like I said, I thought it was a time it was kind of lagging. As you point out too, when Chucky tries to cheat, and when certain players try to cheat, their man is still left open, and they get that ball and they shoot. Their perimeter defense was kind of off at times, but they didn't have a great shooting at the 3 point line, but at the same time, it seemed like they did hit a certain threes at the right time to keep them in the game at one possible point. And that long guy, I can't remember which guy it was. It seemed like he was taking advantage of his positioning when he had the opportunity to, and taking it straight to the post and did what he had to do at times.
I have no idea who you talking about. Must be the
The
Guillermo,
seven,
the
the
Graham,
six, yeah, it seemed like it, yeah.
Guillermo, my cousin
Mm-hmm.
Guillermo Diaz. Yeah, Graham. And
Yeah.
his brother who sits on the bench. Who do you remember last year? Him and his brother torched Louisville. His brother don't even get
Yeah.
off the
Torch
bench. Yeah, they twins.
Right,
It's another
okay.
7 foot on the bench. That's his brother. They twins. He don't even play, but they torched Louisville.
Hmm.
Go figure. T Rock defense.
Enough of that.
I'd agree. I think they had some miscues. Well, I think we're also lucky is that Pitt don't didn't shoot very well, especially the Guillermo cat. Yes, he was wide open on
Wide
several.
open. Wide open.
Wide
Several.
open.
He may have banged if he was open 6 times, he hit at least two.
3 foot
thank
three.
thank God.
He was 3 for 10 for 3 pointers.
Yeah. I mean, so it's just like thank God because a lot of those 10 he was wide open.
Yeah,
I mean, and
you're
so
right.
yeah. And then between Lowe and Leggett, I mean, they were able to get in, what I'm saying, at least to the paint, probably a little too far, especially Lowe. Now, don't get me wrong, hell of a player.
Hell of a player.
Hell of a player.
Like
You know what
him.
I mean?
10
Right.
rebounds.
Yeah.
Right.
But you gotta do what you gotta play better defense is
Yeah.
what it boils down to. I understand that Edwards, what I'm saying, he takes pride in that now. He's added that to his repertoire of stuff, but ultimately, better offense beat you know okay defense.
Right.
So yeah, but the defense needs to be a lot better, especially coming up here soon, man. Coming down the stretch, it's got to play better.
I'm
Right
gonna
now, we're just relying on offense.
I'm gonna say this, and I think the last time I saw the bracket as far as the ACC, of course we're number 2 because we beat Clemson, but I don't want Pitt in that bracket with us. So I think they're like more like the 8 and 9. Excuse me, with Duke. I don't want them. I don't want to play them 3 times. I'm not saying we can't beat them 3 times, but you don't want them problems.
Right.
Because Jalen Lowe had 16 points, 5 assists, and 10 rebounds at the guard position. The other guard, Ish, Leggett, 10 points and 7 rebounds. That just lets you know they go in there digging and getting them rebounds and trying to get out of there. And
Mm-hmm.
I get it. You got to bring the guards in there as far as with Louisville because they pretty much do a good job. We actually got out rebounded 38-35. With that, we had 12 assists. They had 10. They had 7 steals. We had 6. We had 12 turnovers. They only had 11. They had 21 personal fouls. We had 14. That's the game. That's the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me tell you interesting.
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to tell you interesting thing real quick. It's just the points. See what they had, where they had the points from turnovers, as in, they got 17 points off of our 10 points from their turnovers. They both of us was tied with 24 points in the paint, and second chance points is where they was getting us from the offensive rebounds. They beat us on second chance points 14-4. And like you said, the bench just outscored us 8-3. So
We
just a little
Louisville
snippet.
Louisville only had. When's the last time you heard this stat? Louisville only had 3 offensive rebounds.
Yeah,
That's one thing that team does. Even they missing, the guards is digging in and do whatever. And like I said, hey guys, wake up. People got that. Hey, they got their scouting report. They gonna take away some stuff. So that means you gonna have to like Rain. You gonna have to see whatever the offensive coordinator, he's gonna have to get with Bobby Knight's playbook. Bobby Knight's past, rest in peace. But how they did Steve Alford, you're gonna have to really, you got to be in condition, run because on the defensive side of the ball they're gonna our Louisville's defensive side, the offensive there is gonna attack Rain like always. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just goes with it. So you need to be, and I love that I saw that Frank the Tank got in, and I also love that Frank the Tank after the game was working out. And that's like how NBA does. Like, hey, Robin used to work out 2-3 hours after the game. Hey, this is a business. These guys are getting paid,
Mm-hmm.
and most of them are graduates and all that kind of stuff. So you got to do what you got to do. Doing what you got to do. Auburn, the number 1 team in the land, versus Kentucky Wildcats, 94-78. Can you dig it? This game right here. This is why you just have to make sure that you recruit to the finest tools. I love how I'm hearing Pope didn't have enough time
Mm,
to recruit because he had to change his whole team. Now I'm hearing a lot of injuries.
mm-hmm.
A lot of injuries. A lot of injuries. Injuries. I mean, who can withstand these injuries? I'm hearing all kinds of excuses. Now I'm hearing that maybe Perry and Mountain Mamba shouldn't be on the team. Maybe they're getting too many minutes. Maybe Pope didn't recruit to get the other play. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Please stop it! Stop it! You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You can't say that the top 25 poll don't mean nothing, but then you go in and say we beat everybody in the top 25, but then we lose to these busters. You can't say SEC is the best league and stuff because we got 20 people ranked in the top 25. You can't do that. It is what it is. And no one's crying you a river. No one's crying you a river. It's many a team down the road that lost starters beginning of the season and revamped. The number 1 problem with this team, they don't play defense. They do not play defense. This is the 6th time that University of Kentucky has given up 90 or more points. Has to be a record. You, oh man, the offense, bruh. Offense ain't winning no champion. Defense wins championships. And if you can't stop nobody, yeah, y'all ain't seen that. Jackson Robinson's done for the season. Carissa, I don't Creasy, whatever the hell, he might as well be done. I mean, hell, he ain't. Come on, stop it. He ain't played in 3 months, and y'all keep bringing his name up. Butler is done. Like Butler should have surgery on his shoulder, and he refuses because he wants to play. Love it, but when you out there one arm Willie, come on, dude, because you know what I'm gonna do. Once you play, say Kentucky, let me say this, and this is a big if because the crazy thing, they're gonna get a high seed. They're gonna be a 3 against 14, and that 14 is gonna be a booger. It's gonna be a booger. And the problem is once you in that tournament, what you think they're gonna do with Mr. Butler with a one-arm Willie? They're gonna set him to so many screens that it's gonna be unbearable. And when he goes up for a shot or a layup, they're gonna foul him like he's never been fouled before on that shoulder. It's done. It's done. Guard play is over with. It's done. Travis Perry, a great Kentucky high school player. Give him time. Maybe he can be something in the future if you have that. I don't know if Pope has that time because as much as people want to say, well, we give him this is the free year. Okay, dude, that's how he coached at BYU. Well, we got all the resources. If he can't get them let me say this. It's all about transfer portals. If you can't get a top 25 basketball recruit, he probably ain't gonna play. He's probably gonna transfer after the second year, or after the first year. It's just so much wrong with this. They're gonna beat the brakes off of LSU. Then they're gonna go down to Missouri, T-Rocks, Missouri. They're gonna go down there and get beat to death. Don't get beat to death. Missouri's a good team. They're not gonna lose that game. And then you have a team that's gonna be 500. I've never seen this before. They are actually in 8th place and ranked number 19. Them and Arizona are the only two teams in the top 25 that has 19 wins. That's the least, right? 10 losses. That's the most. Both of them are 19-10. Strictly named. Well, no, they beat. Man, that's early in the season. What you doing? Tennessee is. Oh, well, Tennessee beat. Tennessee's offense sucks. Sucks. Tennessee has never been to the Final Four, so do not hang your head on that. And they're not going to the Final Four this year. They're not. I know it may hurt a little bit. It might sting a little bit. But the crazy thing is this. If the NCAA want to be, because everybody always says, and we said it on the show, hey, what if St. John's and Louisville? That ain't what you need to worry about because St. John's got defense. Their offense is not that good. Seton Hall sucked. Ricky's doing his thing. Louisville has a coach that can maneuver and do some things. Believe me. Cool. Not saying that Louisville can beat St. John's. Not saying St. John's can beat Louisville. But I'm going to tell you who better not play St. John's and Rick. And the NCAA is cruel. You might see that being a second round. I'm not talking about the play-in, but the second round game. A 6 versus 3, a 4 versus 5. Because as Kentucky continue to lose, because if they in the bracket, they're going to be with Auburn again and get knocked out. In Catalana, SEC, whatever the hell they call it now. Yeah. So you're talking about, as you think you're not going to stay at a 3. You're going to be at 4 or maybe at 5, and St. John is going to be right there. And my gosh, what would the TV ranking be from the guy who wants to give Kentucky money and he's still coaching at St. John's? Camelot. Yeah. T-Rock, what you got?
Oh, okay. I think you pretty much covered everything.
I'm sorry.
Pretty
I'm
much.
sorry.
You pretty much covered it all. So I heard.
much.
So all I'm going to add is that how disrespectful Auburn was at the end of the game
Woo, BTA.
when
BTA.
BTA, BTA, they were not shameful about it. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, they was passing the belt around. You know, here you take some, you get some. It's just like, and it's funny because again, it's always you beat Kentucky. That's just that's the game of your lives. You know what I'm
Super
saying?
Bowl.
Like, yeah, y'all won the championship. You beat Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? Because that was it was grained in, especially in the fan base over the years. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Calipari has just pushed it even harder.
Harder.
But over the years and now, what I mean, it's there's always going to be some kind of excuse, and the only and now if you're comparing Kentucky to Louisville, the only true thing they have to say, is the only thing they have to say is SEC is a better conference, and all I had to say is, well, it's about time. First and foremost, it's about time y'all had a good conference. But I can guarantee you this: over if this is going to be a continuous thing, Kentucky's front end of their schedule will
Woo.
not have those teams that they had in the front end of their schedule over the past few years. They only had to do that because SEC sucked as a basketball conference.
Right.
Your Gonzagas, your all that stuff is going
Uh,
to fall by the wayside
it's
because they
gone.
need those wins. Yeah, they need those wins. You know what I'm saying? So try to get your, SEC,
So,
ACC win or do whatever you got to do because you're not playing them no
so
more.
what T Rock is trying to explain to you guys is going to look more like the football schedule.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what he's explaining to you. As you guys love having 18 people, 18, take the two of the best over here, two of the best over here. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt because Mark Pope, this is what he does. To Don, we know how much you probably celebrated before you went down to the Yum Center.
This
He
is
did like a
all
rain
smiles,
dance.
baby. As in T Rock said, he guarantees. Because, I mean, let me just tell you right off top Kentucky now is ranked 318th in their
Defense.
in opponent's point defense.
Wow.
Ah,
Lord have mercy.
it's just lovely. I mean, I even try to peep them a little bit to watch them because
You
I've
you,
seen
you should
the
because you do media. Yeah.
right.
Sports
So
media.
I'm watching them. I'm watching them. I
I
mean,
know
that's what it is. I do.
I know how much it hurts you.
Yeah, I've been watching them,
Okay.
and then I was
It's a,
like,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
yeah, yeah, I watch them. And the thing was, so the last game I watched, I was
Crazy,
like,
man.
Owe, what's his name? The Owe. I was like, oh, okay, he's a pretty good baller. I was thinking they don't. Then I was like, then the last game against
Brother Bump.
Auburn, I'm like, oh, okay, what happened to him? I mean, the man
Out
played
of mind.
20 minutes.
Break it down. Break it down,
He
Don.
played
That's what I need, Don. Break it down. What did Owe do
the
against
man
Auburn?
Owe played 20 minutes. He was 1 for 3. 1 for 3. Not a single rebound at all. 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 4 fouls, and 4 points.
Now, why do you think that was?
Uh,
Yep.
is that? Can I go?
Ding, 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 ding.
Can I go?
Yes.
Can I go?
I'll take it.
Okay.
Will I am for
Okay.
200.
Well, let me do this. And great point. The thing about it, I got 3 points I want to say. First of all, Oklahoma was your former team. You was jaw jacking the whole damn time. And if he didn't do it, you threw a bullshit shot up. You had the last, I think he had like the last 18
Yeah, he
points,
did.
something crazy
8.
points, 18 or something. Like Like it was something crazy that he did that nobody else scored but him. Let me put it that way. He was on a
Yeah.
mission to show his former team and teammates. I get it. I got you. And even Garrison was shooting threes. Okay, cool. When I was watching this game, as we do, 54 Sports Network, you can look in his eyes. Dude was not dude. Is other better athletes on the floor. Grown men out there not giving. This is we're not Oklahoma. We're not giving you none of that stuff. We are grown men. Period. Dude had, and I don't know. Like I said, I know you guys. Yeah, watching stuff. And that was the one thing I looked for. I wanted because Olway was supposed to be that guy on their team that's not gonna back down to anybody. He's gonna do dude back
That's what I
down.
thought. That's
Dude
what I thought.
eyes look like he didn't want to be there.
Mm,
Dude got his cookies taken
yes.
big time. Only guy on that team, only guy for like to me that did that you know that wanted to really battle, and you can see some numbers on here. Card 20, Williams 13, Oway 4, Bria, but still, okay. Yeah, nobody else really scored for y'all. Williams is gonna ball. I mean, he's gonna try his hardest. He's not the best center in the world, but he's gonna do what he gotta do. He's a point center, whatever. But oh wait, the look at his eyes, dude wasn't there, bro. Dude was like, "Hey, I
Yeah.
did my part on Wednesday," because we could be 0 for 2 in the goddamn week if it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
But he checked out. So yeah, T Rock to ask you to me, ballers ball, and the competition was too stiff for that ass. Period. Period. Because Oklahoma, I would love to play them again. We'll beat their asses by 20. You beat us with our guy got hurt during the game, not during the game. We would blow their asses out. Oklahoma's not a good team.
I don't even
Yeah.
understand. I don't understand Butler at all. I mean, he needs to be sitting. You can tell he's not the
He
same.
can't though, brother. He can't. Travis Perry running
Yeah.
that point guard is not your answer for the SEC or the tournament. Let's be
Yeah.
real.
And I feel like Butler's going to be a reason why could be possibly the reason why they lose several games. I mean, Butler's
But you got to look
yeah.
at it this way. The whole thing is this: when Jackson got hurt, he's done. Jackson, you remember the
Yeah.
games at Tennessee? He ran point. That's over with. Like he could, like he's athletic enough and can handle like he's not aggressive enough. When he was out there, because he can score at will. You can see why they liked him. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the pros, NBA, but he's not aggressive enough. But he's athletic. He can do. It's gone. So if you if you sit there and tell Butler you're not winning no more games, bro, I'm sorry, you're not. Not with that bench. That bench is not good. That bench is not good. That's a badass bench, bro. Because these young freshmen are being made to play major roles. Love Noah Trent. Trent is that guy, but he needs another year. Perry needs another year, and they probably are going to be role players. But that's not a problem. Hell, you can make a living in the state of Kentucky being a role player on a championship team. That's not a problem.
Right.
It is
Well,
what it is.
yeah, I was having this talk with, what I'm saying, somebody, and I was just like, look, it's like, well, Trent Noah's, what I'm saying, giving us some good minutes. And I was like, yeah, because he has to. Now, I'm not even saying he's giving you good minutes. He's giving you minutes
Right.
because he has to. I said, I have no doubt that he could become a, pretty good player. The problem is he's playing them now. I said, well, how better would he be if Pope had played him earlier in the season? He's only playing him now because he has to play him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
of
you
course.
have to give him. If you didn't, so what you did, you did yourself a disservice by not deepening your bench,
Yeah.
right? Put him in the game. Do him like they do Kanai. You know what I'm saying? Put him in the game for so many minutes, and go sit down. know what I'm saying? But at least he's getting that clock, he's getting that experience, right? You're not doing yourself any favors by not playing some of these cats that you now have to play.
Every time Trent Noah and Perry was in the game against Auburn, if you peep the game, it was NBA style. Whoever was guarding them, they was attacking them relentlessly. Off the
Mm-hmm.
dribble,
Off the
the
dribble.
bounce, everything. They was like, offense over here. Here, go. Everybody sitting out here watching like this, attack him. They can't guard that. They can't guard that. And Kentucky's bigs don't get back enough. Garrison
Mm-hmm.
is their best one, but he's still a 10 man. So you do a pick and roll. Why you think Louisville stayed in the game so much and made it a game with Chucky and Terrence picking and rolling and stuff? That's it. If you have some major guards that can do, they're gonna eat. And if you got some big people that's gonna take away that other stuff, it's a wrap. And you're right, T Rock. The thing about it is he's under so much pressure to make sure he makes Kentucky again.
Right.
Yeah.
Meaning that they need them walk-ons and different players to be like Feldhouse and Pelfrey. Point blank.
Exactly. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you get
Very
a
true.
Rex Chapman out of the bunch, something like that. But the crazy thing is this: he's also under the pressure that he has to get these top 25 players that can contribute right away. And if they can't, they're done. Like for real, like he's gonna get some pressure. Like if next year look like this year, you're gonna hear some grumbling. They're gonna
Yeah.
give him a little. They give him a little leeway because he's he won a championship, but that doesn't last forever.
I mean, yeah, the precedent's been
Trouble
set.
don't last always, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Precedent's been set. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Kentucky football after Calipari, precedent's been set. You know what I'm saying? The likelihood of you meeting that is going to be very small because it's more than obvious that they didn't come to play for Kentucky. They came to play for coach.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
True.
So yeah.
When you
So as rich
go
as
ahead, T
that
Rock.
talent, rich as the talent, no, as rich as the talent in Kentucky has been over the years, pre Calipari and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? The precedent's been set for now. You have to do the same thing. And I think what he kind of fails to realize is in the day and age now, you really don't have to do that.
No,
All you have to do is put a good product on the floor.
right.
You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is win games. The top 25 kids don't make any difference. You know what I'm saying? Hell, two of the top high school kids now playing with Rutgers and are balling out of control. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? But let's keep it real, it's still Rutgers.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Still
So you
Rockers.
have a couple highlights. Yeah, you have a couple highlights, you know what I'm saying? But it's still Rutgers. So you don't have to go out and get these kids. You just got to get the kids that's going to come in and do what you need them to do
But
to
see,
play in this.
the
And you have to get a bench.
the problem with that is that when you follow another Hall of Famer like Calipari, it needs to look a certain. He convinced them that NBA is the way. Well, there's no NBA guys on that roster right now. None. And a top 25 with Ace and
Zero.
all those guys at Rutgers. You're right. It's looking like the same Rutgers, maybe 18 and 11 or something like that. But the crazy thing is this: if you have to play them in a tournament, that first round, they can bust your ass, and you don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
When you Kentucky,
Exactly.
you follow a legend. It is harder than what people think, and they all been snowballed. All the we got 41 NBA players. You got zero now. Zero.
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna do? What's it gonna look like? It's different. And you're right, T Rock. It doesn't have to look like that. But if you go to the high school, it needs to look like Duke's. And at least it needs to look like Cal. Cal's still gonna get the top 20 players. Duke's still gonna get them. Otherwise, if you don't, that transfer portal needs to be immaculate. It can't be I'm taking
Mm-hmm.
kids because I'm making Dr. Sandy happy in the state of Kentucky.
Mm.
It can't be that. Point blank.
Mm, mm, mm. How sweet it is. How
He said,
sweet it
"How sweet it
is.
is." He said, "How sweet it is." Enough talk. It's talk. Yeah. It is what it is. I think it's a mouthful. It has some other stuff, but hey, we want to leave on a good note. Make sure you guys go ahead and support. Do what you got to do. Also, hey man, this is tournament time. We're going to get this bracket together. Have some free merch for the winners. So we're gonna go ahead and get that rock and rolling for the men and the women. We want everybody see if you can beat the personalities uh, on her. See if you can beat T Rock, the Don. See if you can beat Mika J. Tell her she knows sports. Let her rock and roll. The bump, he knows sports. Let him rock and roll. See who you can beat. We're gonna have everybody get them and play and see what we can do with that one. And win some merchandise, big time. T Rock, what you leaving the people with?
Everybody have a great week, man, and hope everybody be safe.
Whew. The Don. What you got for us?
Yes, stupid.
What you got for us? What we
we
got?
we we just gonna make this plain and simple.
Play Jay.
Nothing changes if nothing changes.
Okay, okay. It. Hey, and I would say this: if y'all don't watch, if y'all do not, well, it is. If y'all didn't watch the Bourbon Show, Bourbon the Splash of Sports, and when Ron said, "Oh, I got me one too," so I think you might have a little competition on the Bourbon Show. I think you might have. I think you know, we gotta get his own stilo, but still, I think he got kind of
Mhm.
motivated on that. He got kind of motivated. I want to thank you guys for all what you do. As we get it out in the high school basketball, you got the Don. We're gonna be going some games and stuff like that. See what the kiddos are doing. Welcome for interviews. If you know some people, let us know because we get ready to get into track. Even though tracks are being indoor, been going on, and softball and baseball. So holla at your boys. We do what we got to do. Thank you guys for the support, big time. Really appreciate you guys for watching. Comment more, whatever. We're gonna try to see if we can get a call in line going on so we can really have some fun, big time. But God bless you guys. It is what it is. We out. Peace.